Oh, that's even worse. Nope. Bad muscle memory. It's like the only issue with the run being so short now is I want to try to play everything as fast as possible. It's like I don't want to, I don't want to lose a second guaranteeing I'm on the right down plot when I can just reset a minute in. New goal is probably just sub 25. Which unfortunately is like resetting for first try turnip dupe, or first or second try turnip dupe, and then on average 18 dupes per day, which is like missing 7 I think. So you have 100 stamina, you obviously don't want to pass out and go through the cutscene of meeting Alex, but so you really have 98 stamina if you miss, or it's kind of weird, you have like 96 to 98 stamina depending on which ones you hit. Like, if I end up missing the last one, I can't use my last 4 stamina, so it's kind of weird. Oh yeah, that Santa hat actually lines up perfectly on Karen. But yeah, what would really kill this category is, or what technically does kind of kill this category. Oh my god, what is that mana emote? Yeah, the mana ones don't really line up too well. But yeah, what really kind of kills the true meta of this category is you can technically mash A and B perfectly together and do like 4 dupes at a time and finish it in one day. So the task would be like 22 minutes or something crazy. But actually consistently mashing, it's kind of this weird dilemma of like, even with a turbo controller, it would be insanely difficult because if you go more than 5 or 6 dupes at a time, or from one seed, you actually completely crash the game, like a hard crash, for whatever reason, I don't know why. So tasks would be like 5 at a time, and then wait, and then throw another seed in 5 at a time. If I had to guess, it's because you're like repeating the animation and using more seeds and taking away from the inventory state. But once your animation finishes and you're still matching A and B, it doesn't have anything to repeat, so it's like, just does something weird and crashes. Alright, later demo. So yeah, it does kind of seem like this glitch would completely kill every category for this, but luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it, you can only go down in addresses, and it doesn't underflow at 0, so you're stuck editing, or you're stuck only being able to write to everything below the inventory, or the base inventory address. And all the counters for the notes are actually above it, and all the affection is above it, so like, it's not like all notes is going to turn into doing this and just like giving ourselves the requirements for everything and just playing all the note cutscenes for like an hour. Although I do kind of feel like we should have a poll on whether or not to include source notes in this. Like, we're technically not collecting 50 notes, even though we meet the requirement for rescuing the goddess. So I actually don't remember if the current rules say collect 50 notes and rescue the goddess, but if they do, that would actually, like by default, prevent this from being a legitimate category. But like, I think we should have a category for this either way. I just don't know if it should be on the main any percent, or if we should make a separate category that allows for note dupe. Like an any percent glitched and then any percent unrestricted or something. Alright, later Anna, thanks for stopping by.
Lucky.
I might still be live in a bit. Depends on how soon I either get a good run or my arm is too sore to continue running. So another potential use for this that I don't know if I have the know-how to figure out, or I definitely don't have the know-how to figure out, would be if we could disable the, like wherever it disables your second, third, and fourth controller port, if we could find a way to disable that and enable inputs from those, that could potentially lead to ACE. And then we could actually like write for the game to give us 50 notes and clear all the goddess flags and just play the credits from whichever loading zone we're in. But I have no idea how to do that. But if somebody who's like actually good with programming and GameCube programming specifically is ever in the community, they could probably figure it out. And then any percent would be like 13 minutes or something. Okay, so I have to remember how to, or I have to remember to actually be holding the analog stick here so I don't get stationary, or actually pressing any button on the controller. Like, you could literally hold D-pad right here and it would prevent you from getting stationary. Yeah, it works out perfectly that you can actually, like, hold the C stick for a lot of these spring beats and it'll line up perfectly. The Magical Melody C stick is the only instrument I play. Yeah, this is pretty similar to SRM. I don't know if it technically would fall under that, but it's basically the same, like, the same general idea of it. Okay, that was actually really good. This could actually be the run if I can get exactly 20 tomorrow, which means I could only miss 5, I think. So, fingers crossed, but I don't want to disappoint myself. Yeah, Skyward Sword has a really crazy glitch like this, too. Hey, that guy, how's it going? $20 is the perfect time for the end of this run if I can actually finish it. Life's pretty good, just busy as usual. I choked it. Actually, I might barely be able to. Oh yeah, I might barely be able to hit this. Hey Vicky, how's it going? Yeah, I think I missed too many at this point. Yeah, I need 7 more. Oh yeah, this one is very exciting. That is kind of unfortunate how, like, it's a pretty cool run now, behind the scenes, but the run itself is just, like, cutscenes and button mashing for 25 to 30 minutes. So yeah, I think I will continue this run because my arm's getting kind of sore, so if I'm feeling better after the final cutscenes, then I'll do another one, but if not, I'll probably just call it. Just to be safe, and then I'll do one more here, and do it again. So yeah, it's like honestly not worth going inside and saving for a serious attempt. Whoops. That actually will override it, so I might have just messed it up there. It's kind of the issue is there's so much mashing that even if you do really well at the start, actually keeping up that mashing for 5 to 10 minutes is really hard. So I like completely fell off towards the end. So yeah, this will be a 27-minute one if I did it right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, just 9 minutes of cutscenes to finish off the run. Yeah, the glitch itself is definitely a lot more interesting than the actual run, though. Although I am kind of worried about sub 25 because I lost about 1.5 to 2 minutes here, but I don't know if I'm actually going to... Like, yeah, this will be a very high 27, and I really don't know if there's actually 3 minutes of time save left. It's actually probably closer to 2.5 minutes. Which I'm really not too interested in grinding out a 25-30. Like, sub 25 would be one thing, but... And the matching is something that also, like... Allowing turbo wouldn't even solve that, because it's only 1 frame, so we would have to, like, still time the turbo press or time the X press or something to throw the seed. So there really is, like, no way to make this better. It's just straight up, like, 20 minutes of cutscenes and 5 to 10 minutes of button mashing. And, like, the game is only 30 FPS, so in theory we could time the press, but I feel like that'll always be more inconsistent than just mashing. And yeah, I really don't have more than 2 attempts in me at a time. So I think I'll do this one, or I'll finish up this one, and then maybe I'll be on later tonight. But again, like, I'm not super interested in getting carpal tunnel for a 25 or 26 minute run. Like, the sub 25 is an actual minute barrier, or like a more significant minute barrier than just saving like 30 more seconds over a previous run. Alright, 2 more minutes. Yeah, that's true, Deka. I don't know, I'd get Carpal Tunnel for the old Harvest Moon MMO. Just not for Magical Melody, any percent. Dude, I want to make it into a video. I just don't want to, I just don't want it to be incomplete. Like, we have to have the MMO first. I want to have something to show at the end of it. Dude, I was wondering. Like, I feel like every time I go back to that paste bin, it always has, like, 50 more reads on it. And I'm like, are people going back and looking at the tweet? Like, how is this still circulating? But yeah, I kind of have a feeling Marvelous won't be too excited or too keen on sharing the game files for it. Alright, 2754 is definitely not a bad run, but it could be a lot better. But yeah, I don't know if sub 25 is possible.